done.
Do we have another? Do we have another one?
I don't know if the. I believe I do.
I've never in my life seen that happen. That is crazy.
And see, this year's spark advance is
bent too.
It's picking up. I mean, pointing up like. So I don't know. I don't reckon a screw come out of it. I mean, or something. She's there.
Ready to hit the road?
Yeah. Bye. Love you.
All right, y'all. So this video, we will be going to Liberty, North Carolina to get a 72 Monte Carlo custom. Car hasn't been driven on the highway in 15 years. I actually saw it when I was there getting my engine built for the red car. It's been a long time ago. So here we go. I'm gonna take you on a little adventure today, and we'll see if it makes it back home. So strap in. This video is sponsored by Karnage Exhaust. Phone number in the video description.
Didn't like their place.
Yep.
Well, it's been 15 years since I've been up here.
Yeah, it has been for you. That's when we dropped that engine off.
Yeah. Their house does look old now.
Yeah. There's
Still got the hood up. Ain't no bad looking car.
No, like I said, it's been a long, long time.
It turns out good. Wow.
I've seen it. I'm sure there's a... He might be in his shop. He might be in there getting something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my jacket on up here.
Yeah, it's chilly.
He would be gone somewhere, wouldn't he?
Well, if he's gone, he'll be right back. His shop door's wide open. All right, I'll keep y'all posted later in the video. Meanwhile, while we're waiting on Richard and Joyce to get back, with all the doors left open to everything, let's take a closer look at the Monte Carlo. It's a custom. Huh? Oh, it's a real nice car. Like brand new inside. That's just the way I remember looking at it 15 years ago.
And he bought it like that.
Yeah. They've had this car for years. It sat right
Like
it sat
brand new one.
it sat right down under that shed, that little tarp. But now the paint, 15 years ago, the paint wasn't quite this bad. It was getting thin, but it wasn't quite this bad.
But under that thing helped it though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It'd be worse than that.
Man, that's a sweet automobile right there.
Where?
This car.
Yeah. It's some bean.
Yeah. And no vinyl top from the factory.
Hey.
This car would be easy to paint.
But you want to get it cheap. Is that the price?
Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna. He's helped me out so much over the years. I ain't
Oh, I
gonna
know.
argue with him too much.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
If that motor, I'll put it. If that motor runs good.
yeah. I don't think that engine. I think the engine's gonna be fine.
He's had a part when he's timing his.
Yeah, he set it up on number 1. New belts, alternator, all that good stuff. Look at the chrome. This is a custom, so it's got the F41 suspension. I can't believe how nice all the chrome and stuff is on this car.
I can't either. I can't either. Hey, you shouldn't even tell him all that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Because you got.
Well, he knows it.
You got to make money out of that. Had a little bit of work there. Maybe.
Yeah, it'd been bumped right there and fixed. Yeah,
But they didn't do
that's
no
the worst. That's the worst.
No, they done. It ain't good, but It could have been worse.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Would have had to everywhere it's got factory paint, the paint's still in good shape.
Hey, as far as hook up, why do I have them than the whole hook?
Oh yeah, them's better than the other ones.
It's like Corvette.
Yeah.
Tires got good threads on it. Had new mufflers.
We got a tack gauge dash. We got AM/FM radio, bucket seats, console.
You know it?
Yeah. No, ain't no rust nowhere.
It's got new mufflers on it.
Yeah. This is what replaced the SS in 1971.
Stop mufflers, which it might sound.
Yeah.
But it's got a sway bar.
This is.
Got a sway bar.
Yeah, it's a custom. See, it had the. It's got the fat sway bar up front and the sway bar in the back. Factory air car. He's probably got the key. Oh, you got it in the ignition? Oh, okay. Original, well, one original headlight. This car is really just about what I expected. The paint's not nowhere near as bad as.
I said, you want to see?
Yeah.
It's not. A little bit right up.
Oh yeah, it's original.
Surface, got the surface rust. From the surface.
Yeah, but it's all original splatter paint.
Oh, I know it.
Built in April of '72. No, it's perfect. Folks, this is the cars that you wish you could find, and they're still out there, but hey, I didn't even know you was in
Where
there.
in the world? We thought y'all was gone.
Yeah. The plastic cover for the jack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the plastic
that's
cover.
something,
Yeah, it's all
buddy.
there. Yeah,
They have those all
like it's
through
supposed
it.
to be.
Yeah,
And all
yeah.
five tires are the same.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It's all right.
they don't look too
You had
bad.
it how long?
15 years.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He bought it right
15
before.
years about since I was up here.
Since you was up here, we dropped that engine off. Yeah.
How about that?
All right.
That was May of 2007.
So many projects, one after another.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
So right now, I only got one project. It's in the shop now.
Yeah.
And I'll show you that after. But
Yeah.
that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
And
That's where it sit, right down under that shed. A little
Yeah.
lean-to.
right
Yeah.
down there.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was the first time I didn't put any foam in between the canopy to cover it up. That's what caused it to rust out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was sweating.
Sweating.
I
That's
should've
what tore the
known that.
paint up. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the paint? It was probably a little thin on the roof when you bought it.
They all are.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was. Yeah, I could tell
Yeah.
that it was.
It was getting thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they bought it brand new.
Right. Yeah.
It was one owner before me.
But this is unusual that most Monte Carlos had vinyl tops, and to have
Right.
one that's factory
He
no
didn't want it.
vinyl. Yeah.
He didn't want that, and he didn't want power windows.
Yeah.
He said,
Because they give trouble.
tops cause them to rot. And,
Yep.
And the power windows, you gotta fix them every 5
That's
years.
exactly right. Yep.
No.
I still smell the mothballs where you had them in there.
Oh yeah.
Smells fresh though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100 and let's see, what's that say?
19?
No, 101.
Oh, 101.
101.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the other car.
Just turned over.
Just
Yeah.
turned over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something.
Probably did that coming down the driveway.
Probably. Yeah. 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 101,000.
That'd be a beauty, that's for sure.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I started off right off the bat plugging into the spark plug wires
Yeah.
and nothing. So then I did the same thing to the coil.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I started investigating it.
Yeah.
And I've been reading my repair manuals for 71.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
they don't say much, and I've got one piece of paper somewhere.
Uh-huh.
How to test the coils for internal shorts.
Oh,
inside.
yeah, inside. Yeah.
Well, I figured out, if you come in here, I'll show you my project, and
Yeah.
I'll show you what I did
Uh-huh.
to a brand new Excel coil.
Okay.
Junk.
Okay, we'll see.
Junk.
Junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me give you a quick thing on this. This is running.
Yeah.
It's running. But I was afraid I damaged it when I spilled all that gas down the car.
Oh, yeah,
carburetor.
yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
new carburetor wasn't right. So I set it up differently.
Because this was throttle body, wasn't
It
it?
was throttle
Yeah.
body, two of them.
Yeah. Now it's got a 2-barrel.
Now it's got a 2-barrel carburetor.
Okay.
See, I just started
Yeah.
it the other day so I could pull the car up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's a 4.3 with a HEI.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's nice.
That is nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I converted it all. And the manifold is from a Vortec
Okay.
marine engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that?
See how flat all
Yeah.
that manifold is?
Yeah.
That's like trucks.
Yeah.
They have a smaller valve,
Uh-huh.
low manifold,
Right.
builds up bottom end
Yeah.
torque.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Even the bottom end torque, I never could spin the tires before.
Uh-huh.
I can light them up for about 10 feet
Oh.
with the 2-barrel.
It's got more power now with
It's
the
got more
carb.
power.
Yeah.
But I put an electric pump back in my tank.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 13-pounder.
Right.
So I got
And you
it
got a
adjusted
regulator.
with
Yeah.
a regulator,
Right.
so I get between
Yeah.
4 and 6.
Okay. And
And-
what have you checked the fuel mileage? This truck used to be in the 20s,
I
didn't it?
had to solder up the jets because they were made for a 350.
Right. Yeah.
So I took the jets down
Yeah.
14 thousandths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went another 3.
Uh-huh.
That was no good. So
Yeah.
I'm stuck at 4. I'm up to about 17 miles a gallon.
That's not bad.
Well, it was worse
No.
than that with those throttle bodies.
Really?
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
at first, no. When I
Yeah.
first bought it.
Yeah.
But the second throttle body was a Holly.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
And that was, the first one I bought was from PBM,
Mhm.
Engine Parts Warehouse.
Right.
And that was about $404.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, the Holly, was
God,
$484.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And the new ones are now $515.
Oh my gosh. No
So
wonder
I
you
said,
put the
no wonder
carb
I
on
went,
there.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I went the carburetor.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, it starts
And it's
right
better
up.
mileage with that than the.
And the one thing I got to do,
Uh-huh.
so I could get this running,
Yeah.
I bought this adapter right here to put this pulley on.
Yeah.
Because it's air conditioned.
No air
And
conditioning.
it works
Yeah.
great.
That's good.
So I got to redo that.
Mhm.
These are new enough. They got the good
Mhm.
hoses inside. You don't have to.
Yeah.
I think somewhere around 84 they changed that to some, instead of R12. Well, today, that new stuff,
Yeah.
you got to have nylon lining. Or
Really?
It'll seep
yeah,
through.
to seep through. Yeah.
Which we
That's
did.
right.
So, but I got lots of vacuum supply. See,
Yeah. Right.
that's original to these trucks.
Yeah. That's good.
And
All right, so this is a brand new Excel coil,
yeah,
basically.
it's about. I put it on there not long ago.
Yeah.
Over limit.
Oh well. Yeah. It's out
No,
of yeah.
It's over limit.
Yeah.
And let's see, positive.
You shouldn't be getting that kind of.
This isn't as bad as I thought, but see how it goes to 0?
Right.
Now it's 1.8, 1.7. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Supposed to be 1.
So if the condenser was good, this might be all right, but it's still not as like I should
But
be.
I think there's a short down
Oh,
here.
okay.
That's why it's over limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's they've broken through the carbon.
Yeah.
And it's touching the wall,
Yeah.
which means it can't shoot a spark.
Can't shoot a spark.
So
Yeah.
I've gone through everything. Trying to get this thing
Yeah.
running, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
But she should be back
Oh,
here
yeah.
any minute. But look at this motor.
A 3-deuce Phytech system. That's the first time I've seen that.
That's a minimum 450 horsepower. That's minimum.
Yeah.
You can get the buttons and push
Uh-huh.
on them, get 600 out of it.
Man.
That's a 400 block, 72.
Yeah.
Gordon stroked out to 461 cubic inches.
Yeah.
Edelbrock heads,
Mm-hmm.
you know, good cam. And at Carolina Classic Cars, I walked up
Yeah.
there one day looking at something. This intake manifold,
Yeah.
it's aluminum. From
Really?
the factory.
From the factory.
That's a Pontiac intake manifold.
How long have you been working on this car?
A year.
A year, really? Yeah.
All new wiring and everything
Yeah.
some guy did, which I've had to correct. He
Yeah.
had another guy put the engine and transmission in,
Yeah.
which was totally screwed up. You had the drive shaft offset with one bolt in the motor mount, so the linkage rods wouldn't hit the floor.
That's crazy.
So instead of cutting a hole and put it down the way it's supposed to be,
Yeah, he just screwed it up.
This is Command Center 2. That's when they got all the bugs out of it.
Oh, okay.
But-
Yeah.
The pump that we put in, it's a kit that we bought.
Yeah.
It's a kit that I bought for him. That's a
Yeah.
converting your tank.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's what that does.
Convert it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty, ain't
Yeah, is this yours, Richard?
I wish.
Oh,
it?
somebody else better.
Yeah.
He can lose about.
So a little mid video update here. We got some new points of condenser going in the distributor. That seemed to be the problem. He had been working on it this morning, so we're going to put the distributor back in the car. Hopefully it'll start, and hopefully the next part of this video is on the way back to South Carolina. We'll see what happens.
Said, really? I said, yeah, it was a green one.
It's the
He went,
choke is straight up. Shouldn't be.
It's choking a little bit.
It is a little.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can get the gas up.
There it goes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
sounds like it, yeah,
Uh-oh. Now,
gotta get some more oil.
Yeah.
done.
Do we have another one?
I don't know if the. I believe I do.
I've never in my life seen that happen. That is crazy.
And see, this here spark advance is
It's bent, too.
It's picking up. I mean, it's pointing up like. So I don't know. I don't reckon a screw come out of it. I mean, or something.
I mean, we had it both down.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bolted down.
Locked in, so
Yeah.
something inside let go.
Yeah.
Wow.
But why? I mean, look at this. That's the condenser. It's
Yeah.
broken off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I ain't never seen that before.
It had a little bit of a stutter, a little roughness to it, and then that thing went like you could tell it was something still kind of breaking down a little bit. And
Yeah.
You better be shitting me.
Wow.
I've never seen that
I ain't
before.
either.
That's
I've never seen that.
now I've seen twice. Now I had a pulley blow up on the way to Pennsylvania. And now we've got a distributor that just like self-imploded on itself.
We got every single wire marked, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we can pull these all off.
Okay.
So I said, yeah. I said, we.
Let me know in the comments what y'all think just happened.
Real nice
What?
one. He says it was all
Yeah, that that whole thing has been ripped around, and then it just throwed it through out of the cap.
sorry here.
I didn't want to see it.
It's like a distributor had a wreck, hit a tree back here. It's all bent.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Never seen that.
No.
I've only got one distributor, and it's not set up for vacuum advance anymore.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'd give it to you. But
Yeah, like I say, home
I got it set up. See, on our Burgundy Monte Carlo.
We have approximately between myself 20 years of messing around with cars. I'm 30, another 60 here, and another 60 something years. We've got 150 years of experience here, and we have none of us has ever seen what just happened take place.
Like the distributor cap blowed up.
Like it just blowed up. Just
I've never seen that.
came through the front like a
He's telling
explosion.
somebody, but we all like experience of us now. We've never
So-
seen this before.
Like I said earlier, let me know in the
Like
comments if you've ever
cap
seen this
just blowed
happen
up.
before. So on the way to Pennsylvania 2 years ago, you'll remember I had a pulley explode
Oh yeah.
on the fan pulley, and I had never seen that take place before. And now here we are buying a car that's a very nice car. Nothing like that you would think crazy would go wrong, and it just went wrong. So, welcome to my world, I guess. Things get adventurous when you're not expecting them. We'll keep you posted later on in the video, see how this turns out. Alright, so we had to go buy an HEI distributor from Advance. And if you do that, it won't run on the resistor wire that originally had the points. So here's what I'm having to do. Put a wire from the fuse block. Let me turn the camera around. From the fuse block here on the ignition terminal. And then that'll go to the battery terminal on the coil of the HEI. I also had to buy more spark plug wires. So, the trip that I thought was going to be so simple because this car had been going through, because of a few minutes ago in the video, we got some excitement.
Whatever you do, don't cut those off.
No.
Tuck them into that harness.
Tuck them into the harness. Yeah.
Because whoever buys this may want to go back to
Yeah,
original.
that's true. The
You know?
small distributor, yeah. Yep. Just need a small piece. Alright, so we got the HEI distributor in here, the new wires, getting ready to start it, so hopefully everything is good to go. Distributor was 180 out, so we're going to try it again. We moved the spark plug wires back one position, cranked up.
Probably a hair over because she had it right to the top.
I think you'll start filling it up.
Yeah, I'll fill it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
We put 89 in with some booster.
The tack works, but I got it unhooked. I don't know if that gauge works, but it's showing like it's got plenty of gas.
Well, I'd like you to drive it around the loop.
Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed the video thus far. It's getting to be about, I think, 5:30 here now in Liberty, North Carolina. Got told Papa to go around the block, drive it, so I could go in and wash my hands to save a few minutes. Luckily, we got long daylight, but it's going to be dark getting home. Probably going to miss going to my normal eating spot tonight in Anderson, so I'm not too happy about that. And I want to give a shout out to my new girlfriend Amanda, who's at work tonight as well, who couldn't be here with me. She would have been eating all of this up because she knows a lot about this type of stuff herself. And okay, so now for the trip home. Still running good, so. How'd it seem?
Yeah.
Seem good?
All right. This whole seatbelt buzz you to death.
Oh yeah.
Pull that up and it'll quit buzzing.
I'll buckle up.
The seatbelt.
Okay, so here we go. We're finally on the road after another distributor debacle. I told Richard, I said, we have a distributor curse that follows me and him around. When me and him get together and work on a car, distributors just implode on themselves. Coming through the town of Liberty, North Carolina here. Thought I'd show you a little bit here. Got the sun right in my face. No license plate on the car. According to my Haggerty man, I'm covered though. Give a shout out to my Haggerty representative, John Engel. Engel Insurance up in Indiana. If you need some Haggerty or Grundy insurance, I can get you in touch with him. And no, I'm not being paid to say any of this I've been saying. There's the Advance we went to get the distributor. The HEI. Petronics HEI. Alright. We'll continue. If anything crazy happens, you'll know about it. Alright, so we're on 421. Don't seem to be any gas stations around here, so I guess we're gonna run on hopes and dreams. I hope this thing don't run out of gas. Again, I got the tachometer unplugged. I didn't hook it up to the HEI. I got to find out, make sure that's okay to hook up this old tack to the HEI. I think it is, but I got to make sure. And pretty smooth on the road right now. Wind's blowing pretty good, so it's kind of moving us around. But I don't feel any shaking in the steering wheel. I would not be lying if I'm not saying I'm not just a lot concerned about the tires on this car. Same tires on the car 15 years ago in 2007 when I dropped my engine off to get rebuilt. That's before any of y'all knew me from YouTube. That was back before the starting up video. If you go all the way back to the beginning of my channel, the first ever video put up of my red car, this guy built it. And this car he had this car then. They're members of the FGMCC. So that's how I got to know them. So how long were these tires on this car before he even bought it? Good question. Alright, we checking in here. Got a little shake in the steering wheel at times. We just gonna pretend we don't feel that. And probably about, I don't know, 30 miles north of Charlotte, I guess. This is Lexington, North Carolina. And this segment of the video will be sponsored by Lexington's Barbecue, where I will be feeding my face in about 5 minutes. So I will be sure and show y'all that. Alrighty, folks. I'm gonna roll on in here to Lexington's Barbecue. Oh, look at this. Parking place right in the front. Just don't hit the gas in front of the brake, dummy. Well, this YouTube video will get real interesting. Well, folks, it's no trouble so far, so take a break here and get back on the road. All right, so the barbecue place was good. If you ever around here, stop by. I'm gonna get back on the road, and if anything, I'll keep the trip documented as I do. So hope you've enjoyed it this far, and here we go. I don't like the dash lights don't work, so that's gonna be fun. But I got GPS for my speed and all, so okay. As you can see, darkness is falling. We're still north of Charlotte, about 160 or 70 miles from home. We're gonna put this charging system to the test. It ain't been on the highway in over 15 years. Probably closer to 20, the truth be known. Let's turn the camera around here. I lied earlier, we do have dash lights working, just not all of them's burning. Probably connection problem. Probably a few burned out. Circuit board, not good once they get old about making contact, but at least I can see my temperature gauge. If it's working, heck, who knows? And then the fuel gauge, it does work. Amp gauge don't work, which we don't need an amp gauge anyway, it's just junk. So we got bright lights, everything seems to be charging well, getting closer to Charlotte. Temperature's getting cooler. Late March here in South Carolina 2022. Well, North Carolina right now, but it's gonna be down in the 30s tonight up this way, and around 40 at home. So it's a cool, gonna be a cool ride home. Luckily, thankfully the heat is working. Don't have a blower, but got good heat coming out in the car. So we're just cruising right along. I'm sitting here about 70 miles an hour and it's floating. And basically, like I said, the car ain't been on the highway in years. So it seems to be getting to more of an often thing, buying cars that hasn't been drove. And now, as HEI, as you can see earlier in the video, we had a mishap with the distributor. But nice sunset tonight, clear sky. So got my Bluetooth speaker sitting up in the dash. Got the classic country playing. So we exit 84, so that means we're 84 miles from the South Carolina line. So again, 72 Monte Carlo custom 354 barrel, bucket seats, console, tack dash, rear window defogger, factory air, and auxiliary lighting, F41 suspension. On the way home. Alright, we're passing exit 49 here in Charlotte. I kind of wanted to show you where we stayed at the 2009 FGMCC Eastern meet, right there at Spring Hill Suites. That was the absolute hottest weekend I have ever experienced in my life. I've never experienced heat like that before or after. So August, second week of August that year, 2009, it was hot. Over 100. But we're coming through Charlotte now. I'm almost within my Haggerty tow distance of 150 miles. So that's always a good thing. This part of the video is sponsored by the 13 Forks Drag Strip Reunion. Be sure to check out my other videos on the 13 Forks Reunion and all about the drag racers past. And be coming up again November 2022 in Elberton, Georgia. If you have any antique drag racing stories or any drag racing history, or was an old drag racer there at that track, we'd love to hear from you. Hit me up in the comments and I'll be sure to put you in touch with the right people. As we continue right along here, all our gauges are looking good. Fuel gauge is definitely working correctly. Temperature gauge is reading, and it's reading very cool, which is a good thing. Hopefully that's an accurate reading. I'm not a fan of those aftermarket, those factory gauges there. But anyway, so kind of, I guess, cross our first little checkpoint here. So Charlotte city limit. Welcome to South Carolina, exit 106. This part of the video sponsored by Dairy Queen. I want to take you back to also 2009 to the AAA contest. They tried to pull over here across the street while I had fell asleep in the van on the way back, and stopped right there. And I come to and I'm like, what in the world? I thought I'd done flashback to medieval times. It was quite funny. Just something I'll always remember. Exit 106 if you're interested in seeing the castle. All right, this has been a good trip so far. We got about 80, 90 miles to get home, so here we go. Well, a guy come by me speeding. I ain't got no tag, but got him one. All right, folks, it's 11 o'clock at night. Just rolled it into the garage. Kind of looked around, checked everything out. Everything looks like just like it did when I left. The only casualty is we lost the plastic insert out of the grill emblem. I'd never seen that happen before on one that was that nice. That's a shame. But anyway, that's no big deal. With that being said, this is going to wrap it up for this trip. And for anyone interested, yes, this car is for sale. Once I get the video posted, I'll come up with an asking price before I touch anything. Right now, you could pretty much drive it home the way it is. If these tires made it 230 miles, they could probably make it 200 more. You know, if you were going 1,000 miles or something, I would say, yeah, you probably need to either bring you a set of tires or trailer it, but you don't want to take unnecessary chances. But overall, you can go back and watch the other video. I got a pretty good walk around earlier in the video, and at some point, the car don't sell extremely fast. At some point, I'll get it cleaned up and post a better detailed video and point out anything that's wrong or any of that later. But anyway, I'm gonna do a quick show you here again. But one difference, 72 had a total different dark green than 70. But anyway, as a Monte Carlo custom. But anyway, I'm not going to be too long-winded in this wrap-up. Round trip today, about 460 miles. Long day. Distributor implosion. So anyway, overall good trip. Good safe trip. No cutting off. We did it on Saturday, so we didn't have any traffic jams on the interstate to deal with, and we pretty much rolled on over the road. So with that being said, y'all have a good night, and the next thing to look forward to on my channel will be, as far as traveling, we'll be going to the Charlotte Auto Fair for a day or so, hightailing it home, me and my girlfriend going to Pigeon Forge Rod Run, and then depending on how things start to go with these parts, possible trip to the spring Carlisle. Not real optimistic the way parts sales have been lately, but we'll see how it goes. All right, with that being said, good night from South Carolina, and thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. This has been Jared 1970 Monte on the road and on chase of cool things. Later.